Ah, it's the old dance. Again. Yes, it's so good. It's so good. How's it going, guys? Well, because I made the video yesterday of this server, a lot of people have, well, two so far. That's my definition of a lot. Let me turn this lamp off. Yeah, some people have come on, they're asking how to play, and if it's worth joining, etc. So I thought I'd do a little follow-up to this. So, there's not really a whole lot to learn about this, but yeah, it does take a little bit of getting used to. So, when you start this server, you will have like a little, starter kit. It's not a lot, but I think you have a little bit of cash, some ranging and melee gear, and you do have like some food and another like 500k I think in the bank. So you're pretty set for that, and you'll have like a little tutorial that you'll have to go through. You just spam through it, unless you want to, take in some information. But I'll try and cover everything, more in depth in this little guide. So I guess I'll just show you around. Get your magic shop. If you know Varrock, you'll know basically where to go when you first start. So you have Zaf, who sells like, the magician gear. The makeover mage is actually in the gypsy's house, so if you want to change your look. I'm very fine with the way I look right now, so I'm not going to worry about that. You have the clothes shop. I think this just sells, little hats so you can make your pure look nice, if you decide to make it pure, that is. Yeah, this kind of stuff. Well, and proselyte as well. Initiate. But anyway, so this shop over here sells the potions and all the food, so you can come here if you need it. You also have the range shop. Yeah, again, if you know Varrock, you'll know, roughly where everything is. So this is all your range stuff. And over in the armory, you have all the, just general armor stuff that you'll need. So you can come just explore these different places. And I'm actually in World 2 right now. It's a gold member feature. I actually, went out of my way and bought gold membership for this server because I really am not interested in RuneScape at the moment. I thought I'd put my money into this just for like, a month or two. I don't know. We'll see if I can attract some more people on here. But yeah, this is World 2, so like hardly anyone, well, it says here 20 people online, so there's only 20 playing members right now. But there is more. I think it was like 30 on before. I'm guessing there's probably more, but World 1 is where everyone is. It maxes. The most I've seen on this server is like 330 people, but I'm really hoping that this will get the server out there a bit more, so more people will, populate the wilderness, because it's getting a bit empty, which is not good, not a good atmosphere. So yeah, this is where everyone buys and sells stuff. So anyways, once you start, I got a couple questions asking, where do you train, etc. And the combat's XP rate, it's times 150, so it's fairly quick training. It's not like, the servers where you set levels, etc. But this is the guy you want to go to if you want to get around the server. He's the location master. He's Thok, the guy at Demonheim on RS. I don't know why they made him Thok, but he's Thok. So you go to him, and the first place you want to go if you're starting out is dungeons, and you want to go to Rock Crab Dungeon. This is just, a place where they're just populated by rock crabs, so it's the best place to start off. Now, I recommend training range first, because range is probably, the thing that's going to help you the most when you want to start questing. Well, it's more of a mini game to get Barrow's gloves and like Lunas, and what else? There's Ancients as well. So you need to do mini games to unlock these certain things. So you want to get up your range to, I would say, about maybe 80, and you'll have all the supplies already with you when you first start. So that's always good. And the best way to make money when you first start is just basically hope for casket drops, or money casket drops. It's 100k every time you get one, so it does add up a lot, because you do get them fairly often, so you don't really have to worry about money when you first start. If you like want to get into the big risking kind of thing, you'll need to do bosses to make money, etc., and merching and all that junk, but this is just a starter guide, so I'm not going to go into all that. Okay, so if you get from 80 to 90 range, around that, I would recommend starting doing some of the Recipe for Disaster mini games. Now, if you want to actually go for Barrows, I would recommend getting defense up, just to actually do it, because it's very difficult when you're one defense trying to do the whole mini game, because you have to go through, fight all the RFD bosses to actually get all the gloves, so it's a pain when you're one defense. But one bad thing is that Paladino, the guy who codes this server, well, hang on, you just click the ladder to come back here, or you can use the home telly, which takes you back to Varrock Center. So it's, it's pretty easy to navigate the server. But anyways, Paladino recently implemented a fee to actually reset your defense. Now, they didn't have this up until 2 days ago. So people were running in, if they got bored of having defense, they would run and reset it. So those guys like level 99 like myself, and they come back and you just see them level 89, you're like, what? Oh, you reset defense, that's the explanation. But yeah, it's actually a fee now. But yeah, I would definitely go ahead and save up the money to reset your defense. So, well, first of all, this is the XP master. So this is a guy where you can lock your XP, you can change your XP rate. I don't know why anyone would want to do times 1 XP, but it's either 150 or disabled. That's just so you don't train attack and whatnot when you're using a whip when you're PKing. It's always nice. So you can reset defense XP. So yeah, reset defense 2.5 million coins. I'm not going to do that just because I really don't feel like wasting the money, but if you really want to, go ahead. But my main advice to you is get defense up first, maybe to about 40 or 50, and go do all the recipe for disaster bosses, because getting out of the way is awesome, because if you ever want to get defense, you'll have the Barrow's gloves there, so you can just look your best and be your best, really. Because you don't want to be like a main with Addy gloves. Oh, it's horrifying, I'm just saying. Anyway, so I will show you how to actually do the RFD bosses. So to start these mini games, it's actually in a really odd place. You have to go to Location Master, go to Dungeons, go to Next Options, and click Tazar. I don't know why they put it down in the Tazar caves, but we'll go with it. And they recently did an update where they made all the Tazars look all like they are in RS now. Obviously, like my account, you have an option when you first open up the client to either, have it on the 474 graphics like I have it now. That's, the old kind of graphics. But it still has all these newer models, which kind of, it looks weird. But if you're PKing, it really doesn't, you don't notice it. You can get in, like, the newer kind of models, but, I prefer to be in this kind of old time look. Blocky. It looks awesome. But yeah, if you just followed where I just went on the map, then you'll see all these fellas. So this one, the Gypsy, she's the one who does all the recipe for disaster stuff. You have the Oniromancer. I really hope that's how you pronounce it, but she does all the Luna stuff. So you talk to her, you click, I'll show you. Talk to her, you click fight monsters, and she'll take you into the arena and you kill them all. But anyway, you have the Brother of Tranquility. I actually haven't done this mini game yet, but this is how you can get, your barrel chest anchor. What are you doing here? He tells you, with such a small head, he's cutie. But yes, so he'll ask you to fight the boss. You go, okay, but I'm not going to do that right now. You have Ebolus. You go fight monsters, and you'll choose which Desert Treasure boss you want to fight. So each one you kill, you unlock a piece of Ghostly, which you can you go to the shop. So each one you kill, you unlock a piece of Ghostly, and when you kill them all, you get Ancient. So you get an option to switch spellbook. This is where you have to come to switch your spellbook as well. So if you want to switch to Luna, talk to this chick, she will give you an option to switch. But also you have Josic. He's the guy from what's that quest called? Horror from the Deep. That's the one. You'll basically just get taken to the Dagonoth Mother. You'll kill her, and you'll get a book. Well, you get a casket, and you can open it, and you can choose the Guthix, Sara, or Zami book. So everyone gets the Zami book. You don't see anyone running around with a Guthix one or a Sara one. People watching this, you might just take a fancy to the other gods. So it's all good. I won't judge you. So that's everything down here. I guess I'll give you an example of how to actually fight the recipe for disaster bosses, because they can be a pain. And I didn't. Hopefully I can even make it this time with 45 defense, because I think when I did it the first time I had about 70, just to make it clear that I was gonna finish it, because it gets annoying, because you can get comboed, you can go on like a combo spree and kill them all really quick. But yeah, we're gonna give it a try. And bank pin. You can also set a bank pin as well, that's cool. Alright, so I've got my setup. It's obviously a bit more advanced than what the people starting out would have, but it's fairly good range bonus, and this is the range method. You can also bring in like a melee weapon just to finish them off a bit quicker, but if you want to get it done just off the bat, then just go range it. It's fairly easy. And also I do have Onyx bolts. I think I'll go switch them for rune, because people starting off will be using runes, so I'll show you how to do that. Okay, for this minigame, you kind of want to treat it like the fight caves on RuneScape. So you want to pot up before you go in, so you can conserve those 3 inventory spaces. So 3 sharks, it really does help, because sometimes you can get comboed a lot, and you might take a lot of damage, then you would before. It does vary the amount of times they hit you. You might hit them a lot more, but anyway, we'll give it a go. So yes, you go in, you get taken into the little RFD arena, and you'll have to fight all the monsters. If you're familiar with like the monsters from Recipe for Disaster, you'll know what you're up against. So the first boss, joinnnnn, he uses Mage, or by the looks of it. So D-Hide is going to help you heaps. Tactic for him: just stand here, take it, and just hope to not get hit too much. Anyway, so joinnnnn is down. Flambeat is a bit of a dickhead. Okay, he's not down. So you just eat to full. I guess being full HP is always nice. Anyway, so Flambeat can be a bit of an asshole because he does unarm you if he hits you anyway. So what you want to do is try and just hit him, run, kind of a hit and run mechanic. Now I do get hit quite a lot. I'm not the best at it, but if you're good at this kind of thing, then you'll be all good. This is just to conserve food, trying to get away from his attacks. If you just stand there and tanked him, he would hit a lot of 200 pluses, sorry, 20 pluses. I'll show you can modify it to make it so it's times 10 hits if you prefer the kind of newer RuneScape system, or you like the old, just single hits like this. But he's almost dead, so I'm going to take this hit. Come on, kill. Don't make me eat another food, Flambeat. Don't do it. Okay, so that guy's done. And the second one, he doesn't have a lot of HP, that's the thing. He just hits really hard. So Caramel, no real tactic to him as well. It's kind of like joinnnnn, just stand here, hit as much as possible. Also, if you just want to max before you actually get Barrow's Gloves, meleeing it would be a lot easier, because, meleeing Caramel, it's so easy. You hit so often, but again, I'm just showing you what it's like with range, because range, if you just want to get out of the way, then range is what you're going to start off with. Or of course you want to melee it, but it's extremely difficult. I've never tried it and I don't plan to, because I like to do things on the first try. If I, fail something the first time, I get demotivated. I don't know, it's just something annoying about me. Anyway, so this guy does hit fairly often. He hits the double sevens, which can drain your food quite a lot, but after this I only have 2 bosses to go and I have this amount of food left, so it should be good. Or it could completely backfire on the last glutinous, I forget what her name is, but it's a little Dagonoth that can be a pain. But there's a tactic to it, and I will quickly show you. So you take no damage. Well, you do take damage, but it's not as much as if you're just standing there and taking it. Anyway, so there's the next guy. He's just the same as all the other ones. Just attack him basically, and they all don't have a lot of HP, so you should be fine. All right, so you want to have maybe 10 sharks to take on the last boss, unless you get really lucky and you don't take hardly any damage. It sucks though, you can hit double 15s. The what's his name? The Dagonoth can hit double 15s. That sucks. It really discourages you, but we'll see if we can do it this time properly. And okay, so this guy's almost dead. When it almost dies, you want to run to the middle, because that's where the little Dagonoth spawns. So you'll have to kind of get towards it so it doesn't attack you. So I'll get close to it. I might end up taking a hit straight away, but we'll see. Okay, so here he is. Now, when you stand next to him, you gotta walk him. The best way to do this is walk him towards the corner. Now, walking him towards the corner is just, it makes you safe, and you want to wait for the green to come up. That means he's vulnerable to range attacks. And, if you're attacking him right now, that's melee orange, so you don't want to do that. And, okay, so he's in the wall now. So wait here until he's green. And so I'm not taking any damage right now. So you could bring Mage. I think I did bring Mage the first time, but I actually ended up beating it without, even using the runes. So I took up 4 extra spaces of sharks, and I didn't even use it. So it hits pretty crap. So range and melee is the most effective. Bringing a DDS also helps heaps. So if you pot up your attack and strength before you come in, and just spec him out when the orange guy comes up, and that's a perfect way of doing it too. But I'm going to see how I go with this. So you walk out 2 spaces, attack him. So he does hit a lot, so it sucks. But you just got to hope for the best, really. I could even fail this time, and it's going to happen. If you're doing it the first time, you're going to take heaps of damage. Okay, so that's Earth. So I'll just wait a bit longer. I'll just wait and start recording whenever he goes back to green. Okay, so it's green again. If you're just doing this method, the fight will take a long time. So yeah, melee is definitely a good option. You will be sacrificing one food, but if you make it through, getting pretty lucky with your hits, not taking a whole lot of damage, then you'll be good. Trust me. If you hit like a... Oh, shit. Stop it. Okay. If you get like a 20-25 spec, that's just going to help you so much. It's going to take down the Dagonoth's health like halfway. Well, a quarter down. I'd say about that. Anyways, I gotta get back here again. Okay, I should finish him off this time. And if not, I'm extremely unlucky. But, yes, you will get unlucky sometimes. I think I died like 3 times before I actually got it. Oh, he changed again. This has just been such a long fight. You really do need melee. So, yeah, maybe get 60 or... Yeah, 60 attack and maybe 80 strength before you come here. Just to spec him out. I don't know, it just makes the fight a lot quicker. If you're fine just by waiting and, you know, making the fight pretty long, that's cool. It's cool too. I'm not cool with that, but I'm just doing it to demonstrate. Okay, he did. He did. Okay, now he's dead. Well, that's Barrow's Gloves for you. So it is pretty intense sometimes, but once you're done, you can just go buy items, and you have all of them. Doesn't just look glorious. All the gloves. But if you get up to a certain boss, say if you kill Flambeed, you'll have Myth Gloves. If you kill Caramel, you'll have... I think it unlocks Addy and Rune. So if you just wanted to go for that, you can just kill them. But, again, if you want to be a Zerker, you need Barrow's Gloves. Otherwise, it's just not on. I don't want to see you in the wilderness with Dragon or Rune. Oh, Addy. It just looked... Okay. Anyways, so I'm gonna show you the Lunar minigame. It's very similar, but it's more just standing there and hoping for the best. So you want to do what you did before, is get a brew, a restore, and a Regician potion, and pot up. We'll do that now, just so you have a bit over your HP. And actually, I think a better method for this one is to definitely have brews and restores as food. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to get out maybe... What's a good amount? I think that would be good. Get 2 range pots, and I'll bring 3 range pots for the hell of it. And you can't use prayer, but this is just to restore your health back. And I think that's about good. Yeah, that's fine. And just copy that inventory, it should be good, and we'll go in there. So I'm already potted up, so it saves me potting up beforehand. So fight monsters, you'll get taken in straight away, and you'll fight this big fella. He's the strongest out of all of them. He has so much HP, but you should take him down fairly quick. Well, it should take a while. This one will drain the most prayer. The last ones, or the last couple bosses, you can save spot. And the last one, it'll be similar to Flambeed. You have to kind of attack it, run away. But it's a lot smaller and slower, so you'll get it away a lot easier. So I'm already taking a lot of damage, so just heal up when necessary. And drink that. Drink of that. Make sure you're actually really high hit points before you take another range pot, because you don't want to keep, you know, getting low every, 20 seconds and drinking another range pot. It just wastes it. It's not good. It's not good. Oh, he's already dead, or almost dead already. Wasn't watching my HP. Got to keep an eye on it. And it sucks. Well, it's good. I like the old system where it didn't have it all displayed up here. But if you're not 100% sure of what your HP is, you have to go into your stats and check it yourself. So makes it less lazy. That's always a fun feature. And this fella is not wanting to die right now, but it's okay, because the next bosses are easy. Trust me. Come on. Just please die. Finish off for the vid. It's all good. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Okay, that fella did not want to die, but once you've killed that one, it doesn't matter if it takes you a couple tries. You can easily just walk back in, and you just run back here, and this one will get safe spotted. And this one, they all take a little while to kill, so they all have a lot of hit points. But if you have good range bonus, which I should be having right now, I don't know, it's just not coming through. It's failing me a bit, but you just sit back, let this one die. The next boss is the same procedure. Just stand here, and you should be fine. The last one's like a little slug kind of thing, so it's small and it can get through. But I will show you when I get to it. Okay, so that one's down, and you'll have to fight the Untouchable. What up, son? But it's the same thing. It does take a little bit of time. But make sure you bring enough bolts as well. Running out of bolts is not something you want to have to worry about. So make sure you bring at least 1,000 rune bolts. That should do you. Or if you can get a hold of like diamond bolts or ruby bolts, that'll help a lot. But you see, I just did a 32, and its health it's dead basically. So it shouldn't take long to get to the next one. So before this one dies, you want to pot up and get over your HP. just so it makes the last boss fight a lot easier. So you want to get a bit of a lead on this little slug that comes out. It just looks like a slug to me. That's the way I'm going to describe it. If I could just kill this guy, I could, you know, start commentating this better. Come on, die. It's good. It's all good. You die. Okay, he's dead. Okay, he's dead. Now you get a good lead, so start running out this way. And there's a little fella, the elusive. So it's really easy to just attack him, run away, attack him. Ah, that wasn't good. Okay. Leave your character a bit of time to actually attack him before you start running again. Otherwise, you just like turn around and you don't attack him, you keep running. That kind of sucks, but yeah, I'm not taking any damage right now. This is the final one, so you're fine. And after doing this, you can buy astral runes from the shop. Well, that Orionomancer. I can never get her name right, even on RuneScape. I've done Lunar Quest like 5 times now, I think, something like that. But yeah, it's something that will never stick in my mind. He dead, and you're taken out. Now you can have the ability to switch spellbook. I switch it, get on Luna. Oh, I'm going to switch back for now because, well, I'll tell you about AusPking and stuff soon. But yeah, you can go to shop, and yeah, you get all the stuff. I don't know if this is very useful, but you know, if you want to go some welfare maging, go for it. But astral runes are fairly important. Okay, another thing. When you start training as well, you want to get at least 55 mage because you want to start AusPking all the drops. Because you'll get small drops like rune spears, rune kites, all that kind of stuff. And it does add up. And it's good to AusP as well. So it'll make you money. That's basically the best way to make money when you start to AusP your drops. Now, also another way is to thieve. And I'll show you how to do that. So I'll grab myself a... what do I need? Fire Staff and Nature Runes. Alright, so I've got my Nature Runes and Fire Staff. You want to go home. Now, the first place you're going to want to go for thieving is to Edgeville, and you will start thieving men until 40. Now, I'll quickly show you. You're going to get there. So you go to Location Master. I'll go through all of these first. So you go to Places. It just has all these different options you can go to. Barrows, Duel Arena, all that kind of stuff. You can do some skills, but it's very limited. There's no, you know, hunter, construction, all that jazz. It's just the very basic skills that are available. Agility course, and so on. What else is there? Dominion Tower. I haven't tried that yet, but I guess I'll have to try it out soon. I'm not a main, so it doesn't interest me at all. Casino, haven't tried that either, but we'll see. So anyway, we'll go to Edgeville. And you can obviously explore all these places when you start playing, but I'm just showing you the basics. Edgeville, go to the little man house. You know you all used to train here when you first started RuneScape, so it doesn't have an option to attack them, so it's an ideal place to start your thieving. I'm actually 98 thieving. I haven't even bothered to get 99 yet, but so we'll start, and they give you Addy Kites, and the training is fairly quick, but so if I AusP that, that's 3.2k right there, but when you get 40, I think you'll make about a mil off getting 40, so you'll have to thieve quite a bit of them. But when you get up to, well, you go from these guards to, well, from 40 to 70, and I think these give 80 plates, yep. And these give, I'll drop these just to give you an accurate amount. So this gives 7.6k, so it is a big increase, almost double. And then when you get to, I think it actually is double. But anyway, when you get to 70, you want to run over to... Oh, I left the coins on the ground now. I feel horrible. I'm not wasteful like this normally, but, you know, I want to look rich for the video. But you want to run over here, go to the teleporter, and go back to the Location Master, and go Places, Miscellanea. This is where you're going to want to thieve Paladins. Paladins are probably the best way of making money when you're, you know, not suited for bossing. I made my first 50 mil off these, so it's doable. It's definitely doable. So come up here and pickpocket one of these fellas, and you'll get a rune scimitar. And this AusPs for 15.3k. So it's a lot of money. It does add up heaps. There's also a pet shop here which you can come to. It's really kind of stupid, but you can have pets in this game, which is a nice feature. It's good. I like it. Okay. So that's that really. Just AusP everything you get, or everything, all the rune items, stuff like that. I'm just thinking what else I can tell you. Oh, another thing, prayer. That's something that it screwed me over quite a bit. Prayer, there actually is a gilded altar system on this server. So I will quickly show you. It's actually located at the Duel Arena, and I'll quickly give you a little look-see. So go places, next option, duel arena. You can also tele to the duel arena with a charged glory amulet. It takes you like right to the place where people stake, but I'll just show you another way of getting there, an alternative. So the main way of getting here anyway. So you come all the way in here. I'm sure you guys know there's an altar in the duel arena if you are familiar with RuneScape, but that is actually the gilded altar on this server. I'm not going to use a prayer or use a bone on the altar because I don't want to get over 59 prayer, but this is the gilded altar, so you come use your bones on here and it gives you like, I think it's about 35k XP, or sorry, 37k XP per dragon bone, so it's a lot. It's prayer's very cheap. It's cheaper than it used to be on this server, because they didn't have this altar and you had to bury the bones, and it was a horrible experience. Well, better than RuneScape anyway. But oh, before I forget, I'll show you World 1. I just logged into it, and as you can see, there's a lot more people here. These are the fellas staking. I don't want to get into this type of thing, but yeah, if staking's your thing, Battlescape does supply some of it. So I will quickly take you back to Varrock. I have two more things I want to show you. There is, well, how to get a torso, and how to, well, torso, fighter hat, all that stuff you get from Barbarian Assault. So the way you actually do it on this server, you have to go to Pest Control. So you go Places, Pest Control, the third option, and it takes you to the island where you would normally do Pest Control in RuneScape. But it's a weird mini game, but I'll show you the basics of it. So here's the Void Knight. I don't know how many points I have, but this is a little shop where you can buy stuff with these points. You can get in teams of people to do this mini game, but I need to save up for Void. That's something I always wanted to do. But anyway, so I'll show you. You go into the boat. Oh wait, you can't bring anything into this mini game, so I'll have to bank all the stuffs, and I'll have to put in my bank pin again. One sec. Alright, so it's all banked. You hop in the boat. Let's see how many points I have left. I remember getting really far. 516, that's quite a lot. So, anyways, it's 300 points for a torso, and it's weird. You get given 50 coins to start off. You trade the shopkeeper in this little mini game, and you buy the best thing you can. I think Zeph is the best. It's better than Fractine, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's weird. It's like dungeoneering kind of items, but you buy this stuff. I'll buy 10 of them, and can't buy them. It's 5. Yeah, okay, that's right. So you do that. It's basically a whole bunch of waves of zombies and different dungeoneering bosses. But the further you get in this little mini game, the more tokens you'll get. And wave 50 is the max, and I actually got to that. And when you, well, they were all glitchy for a second. No. But yeah, when you get to that, you'll have, I think you receive about 1.7k points. That's what I got, and with that I bought myself a fighter hat, a fighter torso, a Rune Berserker shield, all that, Avs accumulator, all that kind of stuff. But it's also a really good place to train as well. If you're wanting to get a torso in the future, just come here if you want to get some small amounts of combat XP. I think, can you protect in here? No, you can't use protect from melee in here, but every time you kill one of these zombies you do get coins. So every boss you kill in this, I don't know why I dropped a rune spear. It should have dropped anything. That's cool. I'll grab that, take it as a souvenir. Yes. Okay, this is how you get a torso basically, and anything else that you were interested in that shop. So I will quickly let myself die, and I will show you how to get a rune defender. That's always something that's great, yeah. Alright guys, to get to the Warriors Guild, just go back to the location master. Just resort to this guy. If you don't know where to go, just have a flip through all the options and you'll find it easily. So, places, next option, Warriors Guild, and you'll be taken here. Now, sadly, it is the same system as RuneScape, so you go use your armor on the animator, and it makes the fellas, and they spawn. You kill them, I think you get about 40 or 60, I forget how many tokens you get, but yeah, that's how you get the tokens, and then you take them upstairs, kill the Cyclopses, and that's how you do it. Cyclops, recently they added Dragon Defenders to this, so there's the Cyclops floor 2, those are the ones that drop the Dragon Defenders obviously, but you know, if you're planning to say like a Zerker or not be a Zerker at all, just, you know, oh, well, it's either Zerker, main, or pure, that's what you want to go for. So if you're a main, go ahead and go get yourself a Dragon Defender, but you'll have to go on the first floor to get all the regular defenders. So yeah, it does take, it's increased drop rate, so it's about twice as fast as getting them on RuneScape, maybe even 3 times as fast. I don't know. You could get unlucky, lucky, but trust me, it's a lot quicker. Anyways, guys, that's really everything I have to show you on this server. I hope you enjoyed. I realized, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I say a lot when I get into my explaining mode. I get into like this guide mode where I always say, Now that I've mentioned it, you will go back and you will see that I just say it constantly. It's not good. It's something I need to work on. I may just be rusty with my commentating because I haven't done it in about 2.5 weeks now. It's been that long. I missed you guys, and if you are watching this video, I still love you very much, and I hope you can come on this server and come say g'day, because I will be able to interact with you a lot easier, because I can add random people, and that's great. I couldn't do that on RuneScape. Well, I could, but it was just a pain, deleting people, because it was sad. Very sad. Anyways, I'm going to end this with a headbang, because oh, look at it! Anyways, I love you guys. Bye.